QuickBooks versus Wave, which is the best accounting software? Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be doing a quick comparison between QuickBooks and Wave. Both of these are super popular for smaller businesses when they're getting started, and a lot of these tools can seem a bit similar, especially if you're someone that is not from that particular niche. So while both of these platforms are providing accounting features, each of these has its own strengths and weaknesses that can make it better for a certain person. Now, a lot of people don't realize the niche differences that are present within these, so I'm really going to show you guys a brief breakdown on both of these and how I have found them when I have used them in the past. Now, one thing to note is that whenever you are signing up on these platforms, you can find a discount for most of these platforms. There is a discount available. Now, if you take a look at QuickBooks currently, they're offering you $1 per month. So that's a new incentive that they're providing. So for 3 months, you can access QuickBooks for $1. However, one thing to note about Wave is that you can get started for free. So a lot of people that are just starting out in retail always want to establish their business for as low of a cost as possible, and that is why QuickBooks is often regarded as the second option that smaller businesses opt for. However, it is very pertinent to note that QuickBooks has a lot of powerful features, which I would actually consider to be more powerful than Wave. But one thing to note is that if you opt for QuickBooks, just because you do have the options for these amazing tools like bank feeds, data migration, expense trackers, profitability, accounting reports, inventory management, app connections, and more, doesn't mean that you're going to use all of these. So for a lot of people, using a tool as simple and clean as Wave can be the tool for them. Why? Because it functions and does all that it is required to. It's clean, easy to navigate. You can build invoices, set up payments, set up recurring invoices, pay your suppliers, pay the people that you're meant to pay, and you can proceed forward. However, if you take a look at QuickBooks, although the interface might be slightly more difficult to understand initially, it is very powerful, but the learning curve can often feel too much for a newer user. Now, with Wave, it provides you customizable templates with the options to customize them, easy to use fields, and you can build your own custom fields as well. But QuickBooks has a lot of additional features where you can preview modes and add sales tax calculations by location and so much more. Now, with Wave, one feature that I find to be very lacking in terms of the contrast in Wave and QuickBooks is the reports. Now, although Wave does have, quite a few different reporting features such as your account balances, trial balances, aged profits, payroll, tax reports, cash flows, balance sheets, all of that stuff, its reporting features are very, very limited. If you look at it at a detailed note, for a bird's eye view, these reports are fine, but QuickBooks actually provides you with lots of reporting options, and you can create your own reports. So you can build your own advanced detail reports. This is especially a great feature on their Essentials and their Plus plans, where you can customize how you want your reporting to be done, what you're looking for, what kind of data you're looking to analyze, and more. Next up, you also have time tracking features that are not available on Wave. So if you go into, your invoices and you are selling a service, you can't sell it by the number of hours that you put in. If I take a look at this one, now, if I take this particular invoice, now you guys can see I have built a social media campaign and ad generation by hour. However, you don't have a actual time tracker in this. You can put in however many hours that you want. However, with time tracking features on QuickBooks, you have things such as real and manual time tracking, scheduling, time off, and approvals. So everything is very transparent and it's very equitable. So it's not something where you can change. I can easily change the number of hours in this particular invoice, and there's no way that I can trace, if this is true or not. Whereas on QuickBooks, you can't necessarily do that. Plus, another plus point of using QuickBooks is that you can categorize products and services and have inventory trackers automatically update after receiving bills or sending invoices. So if I am managing the same inventory or the same, bills on Wave, it's not going to automatically default that and cut it out of the inventories. If I'm billing a customer for, let's say, 10 of my social media marketing campaigns, it's not going to automatically add that to the profits. However, with QuickBooks, it does that a lot more intuitively on its own. Plus, QuickBooks allows you to do mileage tracking. So you can track miles, vehicles, and potential deductions on your commute vehicles if you have any business vehicles that you're using. Plus, it also integrates with Zapier, enabling automation through its workflow feature. However, this is only with the advanced plan on QuickBooks, which is going to run you up slightly more. Now, with Wave, it also does enable you to integrate with Zapier and can enable you to categorize transactions, eliminate duplicate transactions, but there are no other automations that you can build with Zapier on Wave. Now, Wave also only offers live chat support during limited hours. However, QuickBooks allows you to have live chat support availability for 24 hours, even on their simple start plan, where I definitely do think it is a great plus point, especially considering if you're paying only $18, which is their lowest selling plan, it's a very decent deal for the features that you are getting. So if you're on a super tight budget where you really don't have any options other than getting started for free, then Wave is going to be the better way to get started. However, with additional paid features like payments, payroll, and advisors, if you're looking for something that's a bit more powerful, it's going to be a tool where you're going to get the features that you require, where although it costs slightly more, it adds up when you are getting pay stubs, W-2 forms, and it's going to meet all of your small business's needs, and it might not work for a particular niche as a tool when you're getting started. If you're scaling your business and you do have the budget to be able to integrate a more financially sound or financially easier method, because if you end up using Wave and you are doing a lot of things like payroll, which is a paid feature on Wave, so you're not paying for that, so you're going to have to do payroll on your own. However, if you just upgrade to the lowest plan on QuickBooks for $18, you can get payroll and all of that integrated. So for that reason, I definitely do think that both of them are comparable in terms of just invoicing, if that is your only concern. If you're only looking for invoicing, you can go with Wave. However, if you have time tracking needs and payroll needs and mileage needs, which are all specific to QuickBooks, you definitely should get started with QuickBooks. So I hope this review provided you with some value and you are now able to choose the better option for you. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. If there's anything that I left out about these two platforms, make sure to leave that in the comment box down below as well. I would love to know what you guys have to say.